welcome to season 5, episode 8 of Teen Wolf. Last episode, we encountered some big hallucinations between, Scott remembering when he went to the hospital due to an animal attack, to Styles, getting a vision of like his mom and his dad in the hospital, to Lydia imagining what happened to, her mom, her situation with her mom and her family member, because once again, with last season and the banshiness and how it was brought up, and then we have just them, and then obviously we got Malia now getting some more insight about what she remembers seeing during the car crash. So we're piecing everything together. We have once again Kira dealing with not knowing or balancing out her Katsune, and while that is happening, we have the rise of chimeras around here. So let's not waste any of your time. So anyways, let's dive in. Aki, like what? They're doing some investigating on maybe what the Dread Doctors? Or maybe it's the Dread Doctors' origins.
They come. They come for all of us. The men in the masks? Yes.
A babe? An embryo baby?
Samurai.
A fetus?
What are those? We should leave here. We should leave now.
He about to get trapped.
Easy, Doctor.
Why would you kill this man? Oh, okay.
You know who I am?
Look at Veronica's mom making cameos worldwide, but did she have to kill him though? Like,
I know what you're called.
now,
Times in the last couple of weeks.
Well, you may need to do it a few more considering what our kids get into during their free
right,
time.
like, sir, you're gonna have to put the morality out there on the window. Like, how are you gonna explain it?
Nels Memorial.
Yeah, the W slab. Like this is one thing that makes me.
Not Buffalo.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's something that Buffy said. Oh, the Kara. Did that wolf trying to set my girl up? I mean, that fox.
I think I came here to remember something.
To remember something.
That's fair. But considering how late it is, I'm thinking your parents are going to be a little worried about you.
He took in a lot of smoke. Fine.
You got blood on your face. You're not fine.
What's a 187?
Right, what's that? You know what I mean.
Homicide.
Damn, double homicide. Yo, they got me itching. Wait, hold on, bro. Like, oh wow, look. Ben 10.
Hello?
Where the hell are you?
Home. It's 4 in the morning.
Stilinski's calling everyone in. There's another body.
Somebody get these cuffs off of her.
Oh, now let's get the
If she was
cuffs off of
actually
her.
involved, it was self-defense.
Now that was
That's
self-defense. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a call into my lawyer. If you need to take me into custody, I'm happy to surrender myself.
That's a W, Dad, but we need to find out what the frick really happened. It hurts.
Why are you doing this to us?
To you, I said. You know how it is about the sleepwalking.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
What about Liam and Hayden?
We're all meeting at my place to try to come up with something.
Damn. He's lying.
No, of course not.
He's lying. It's whoa. You about to read his mind or something? You got a saw. Oh my god, bro.
Something wrong?
Part about finding the body in your kitchen works fine, but then it gets a little confusing when you describe the body as a monstrous chimera.
I checked on the key cards for the library. They're for after hours use.
Another law's opening up, right?
Let me see that.
Right. You want to be above the law and put your son into some
obviously
suspicions?
Styles isn't making prank calls to the station.
Look at Theo like. Let me learn these ways. Let me learn these.
What is he doing?
Look.
Tapping into Corey's memories.
Look.
tunnels, pipes in the walls. There are these two huge blue pipes.
Theo about to crash out.
I know this. I've seen this before.
Yeah, I was about to say. There's a catch.
Sorry. Probably should have warned you.
He's so...
They took something off my back. I don't know what it was, but I can feel part of it still there.
Part of it's still there. Please. Matter of fact.
I wasn't aware of that development. I'm coming just as soon as I talk to my dad. They're moving the body. He wants to make sure.
Your dad is already on.
How's he gonna do that?
He's not listening.
Whoever
Yo, Theo was so
I have to find Liam.
strategic. I hate this motherfucker.
Text me for anything.
I got it.
Yeah, because nobody just stole the body, yeah. He died.
They were failures. That's all they said.
Right.
First, you forget.
Oh.
It's only really over when you start bleeding other stuff.
Oh?
When it starts turning silver.
Yeah, we seen that.
Mercury.
Leon?
Can you catch a scent?
Nothing.
Too many chemicals.
Yeah, they moved in a different location.
Yeah, you've been real busy. Arresting people you know are innocent. Go home now.
Did you give him his phone back?
Do you all have after hours access? Yeah, we do. I showed you mine got lost a couple weeks ago.
Can't help but notice your frustration. I'm the only one who still hasn't finished reading it.
Yeah, she can't
And
think it.
everything that started going wrong with me started with them.
Oh, he's gone.
No! Leave him alone!
No way he a failure after he just had all the confidence. They scary as shit. Like, they mass murdering at this point. Like, you think, well, they mass over time.
Anything?
Nothing.
It's the motherfuckers.
Walk this way. It healed, didn't it? I'll take my chances.
Okay.
Give us a better chance of finding our friends. What else did you see?
Your
Come
friends.
on, Corey. There had to be something else.
I just burst out laughing.
It was old, covered in dust, and
A gate?
there was a broken stone wall with a large hole in it, like a bomb went off.
115. Wow. The fucking road. The road where everything happened. And that's what Theo miraculous on that road, remember? Hell.
Downstairs check-in.
Nothing yet. What happened around your nose, man?
Watch out!
Now, surely he ain't killing any people, right?
Scott, you need your inhaler.
Alright, he don't have it. Got
Scott,
cracked.
use it. Use your inhaler.
Oh, y'all got a new one that got backup? Right. Like, you know, he crashing out too. His best friend is basically about to be potentially killed if they can't find him.
She keep looking.
Came one of the things. So that dude punched him and shit. Let it.
Aiden? Theo, wake up!
I hate her. Look at how he just so emotional. It's like that's not a human, boy. That's not a real person. Get your son, boy. In front of this man, Theo, like this is your first kiss? In the midst of trauma and pain? Oh, he took the pain. Damn, they just gonna make out Theo gonna look at the car like, are y'all fucking serious? Look at him! He's now looked at as the savior while Scott couldn't find him. Everybody's hugging Theo. Yeah, we got clutched up with that.
I don't want you to leave.
I don't want to hurt anyone, especially you.
Oh. That could be... Wow. And she's leaving?
All of us. Something's changed.
Yeah. He said, I saw y'all hugging that motherfucker. It's something
I think
really
it's
weird.
because of me. Sam. He's the one taking the bodies.
Oh, thank you for figuring this out. I'm happy they didn't drag it. Thank y'all. Thank you for not dragging that. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Y'all figured it out, because...
I heard an interesting rumor, Doctor. I'm just gonna have to kill her again.
We got Teen Wolf going band for band for who's the worst fucking parents every season. Like, the only two civilized parents is Styles's and Scott's. Like, and Scott's dad is just, he's not even, I'm not including this motherfucker in the discussion. Like, what do you mean you purposely tried to kill your daughter, leaving your daughter with survival guilt, just to try to come back 10-something years later, talking about something you here to finish the job, when you should be going to kill that motherfucker that you let impregnate you? That's where you should really be getting your fucking shit from, right? Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about Theo being the number one. He's just a good villain. Like Theo, you say whatever you want. Theo is a good ass villain because he's strategically doing shit. And I may be giving him too much credit, but the thing is that the reason why Scott said this line is because it parallels to earlier this season, which was a couple episodes ago, obviously. But when Styles was saying that he doesn't want this group to break apart, and Scott was like, Scott didn't hear about that part, but Scott was like, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a good year or a bad year. The thing is that Styles saying that line and that manifesting because of Theo coming here and messing up the whole dynamic. The reason why everything don't feel the same is because everybody is lying to each other. Everybody in some way is building new relationships and bonds with other characters besides each other. And, every season it was just Lydia, Scott, Styles, and Malia. And then Kira joined, whatever, so it's just now we have, Liam introduced, and then Aiden is introduced, and then we have Theo. Now, the thing is that all of them are now all bonding with each other from different circumstances, but the main common denominator is that everybody is building a closeness to Theo and not having that closeness to Scott anymore. A lot of the stuff that they had told each other is not told to Scott. Therefore, Scott is not really knowing what's going on. He doesn't know why Theo and Styles is like they know they have a discussion. He don't know why. He don't know how every single one of them in that room have some type of bond with Theo when he barely has seen it. Like Malia hugging Theo. When did they interact? Lydia looking at Theo. When did that happen? Theo being able to save the two people he wasted all day trying to protect and save, and he couldn't find them. It was like a slap in his face because he's the alpha of this pack. Even if they're supernatural or not, that's his pack. That's been the established theme since season 1. That's his pack regardless if they're supernatural or not. And the fact that he cannot save his beta, that he turned into a werewolf, he's like, wow, like, if Theo never came or figured this out, they would have probably been dead. Which puts into perspective because technically, Theo was always going to be 10 steps ahead of Scott. It's always going to be 10 steps because he worked with the Dread Doctors. So every time Scott thinks he has a plan, he gets bested. Like, all the plans that he's kept saying has been bested. Last episode when he had that plan, Theo was already hearing it. He was listening to it. And he was like, yep, let's go ahead and sabotage. They got these little things going around. Let's sabotage. The plan before that, when they were trying to talk to the guy with the third eye, he let them know, yeah, they're going to the hospital. They sabotaged. Every time they have a plan, Theo was a step ahead of them and ruins the plan, therefore making Scott feel like something's off. Something's off the dynamic, that nothing seems to work anymore. And it's because Theo was there listening, adapting, and telling. And the thing is that he already knows where the Dread Doctors keep the people at. So he was going to go there and like act like a savior regardless. But he gained an alibi by being there and strategically saying, oh, I'm not going to go with y'all, I'm going to stay. Because he knew going with Scott, they were not going to find Liam and that girl. He knew. He knew that Scott was going to be walking in fucking circles for hours. Because the chemicals are too strong. He knows that place in the back of his hand. He goes there. He knows that sending Scott on there was going to be just a goose chase. That's why he stayed. So once the guy came, and I mean, once the guy was finally like remembering things, he got the information to go there. And due to him being able to, he obviously been chested on, let's be honest, he's able to withhold, or at least he's strong. Because even with Scott dealing with the electricity of Kira, that took him a lot to actually carry her out the facility, the mental asylum. So for Theo to be able to just pull like this, oh, he definitely something. He's new. He's not new to this. He's true to this. Like, that's why Zach had to go. Because I feel like Zach would have probably saw fucking Theo, but the timing of it was anyways, he was going to fail regardless. But Theo being there, he already knew the game plan. He was going to do this to gain brownie points to get into this pack. For the past few episodes, Theo has been talking about how he wants to gain these people's trust to get into this pack. And by some way, somehow, he's obtained so many of their secrets that he knows he has the closest to each and every one of them, because he's like, I can keep your secret and you can keep mine. We see each other. And Scott having to watch everybody basically go to Theo like he's a savior. Yeah, that's step one. Because now Theo's probably going to build a bond with Liam now and be like, yo, I saved you. I understand how it feels. He probably going to try to help Liam understand the girl that he just kissed, because now I knew that they were going to have some romantic undertone. It was hinted, so they did that, and the fact that he was able to get the pain with the kids was even wilder. But Theo, he's working his way up there. Like, everything, like even Scott and Styles aren't even talking like how they used to. Styles is literally like he's like floating away from the group. Like, he's out here, he's feeling, he's just feeling all these emotions from what happened to Donovan and him having to lie and keep it up and then getting rid of the his library card. Like, he has so much, and no one seems to notice that the other person is going through things. None of them seem to notice that somebody else is both suffering through eternalized stuff. Everybody has their own lies and secrets to each other, which is also why the dynamic is different. Everybody's lying to each other, but Theo is the only one that seems to know most of everybody's lies. Then you got, Parrish. I'm happy they didn't drag it. I thought they were going to drag that shit to mid-season, because I thought that due to the chimeras, I thought they were going to drag it through most season, but I think it's 5A and 5B, right? So I think it's going to be wrapped by 12, possibly, or maybe not, maybe 15. I mean, once again, I'm trying to premeditate this based on season 3, so maybe 13. They'll wrap this up, and then the second half will probably be maybe something relating to it, I guess, or the aftermath of it. But now they know that about Parrish, they know that he's been carrying the bodies to the nematode. And finally, because let's be honest, after this episode, there was no way that it's gonna look Parrish in the face and not be like, yo, listen, he's weird. Because for me, the one thing I'm just gonna bring this into the perspective of the police thing. The thing is, when it comes to supernatural shows, the police still trying to have authority over this is just so unserious, because yes, I understand they're trying to do their job, and when they find dead bodies, they have to bring it. But Mr. Stilinski has reached a point where you're blurring the line. The line is blurred. It's now in black and white. It's either you tell them or you don't. It's gray. That you cannot have your cake and eat it too with the situation. You can't know the supernatural world and also have authority in the actual police world and society, and then try to bring the supernatural world over and try to make it gray. You can't, because how can you explain to these people about these creatures with this, especially that lady with them long ass nails? And then listen, okay, let's say that they're they probably would try to do blood tests to try to figure out what blood type she is, who's her parents. That's going to bring into them doing investigating stuff, finding out supernatural creatures exist. Do you think the town were able to handle that? No. And so for him to want the police department to know about these deaths and stuff like that, which I understand, these are teenagers that are dying, innocent teenagers that are dying and that are missing, and their parents is probably wondering. I understand him. I'm not saying that he's not valid for how he's acting. But the thing is that he'll have that reaction of I need everybody to know. And then we'll get mad when everybody's like, well, this is supernatural. How do we explain it? The fact that he sought out Scott's mom by giving the exact thing. He said, well, we're not above the law. Well, she's giving you what exactly happened, and you're telling her to basically lie. To say, why would you add all the supernatural stuff? You think the police are going to accept just her saying she walked home and did this, because they're going to ask, why? What happened? What occurred? Do you know anything about Carrie? They're going to ask more questions. There's never going to be just a one answer question. They're going to try to manipulate information out of her. You know that. So what else is she going to say besides, oh, I just walked in my house and saw it? You know? Or the fact that, like, with Kira's dad and mom coming in and saying, well, we stabbed her and she walked off and walked into Scott's house. He told me something. That's the story you're going to go with? Well, you didn't give them a chance to come up with a story. You instantly called about a body. Like, you could have said, okay, I'll give you all a couple hours to come up with a lie, and then I'll call it in. Something. You filmed that body on the table for 20 seconds after she said, can you leave the badge at the door? To then basically side-eye everybody's story after you just put them on the spot? Come on, dude. And doing this and doing all this, you're not above the law for a supernatural agenda, as if you wasn't writing off your son's literal fucking speed tickets. You clearly making your son above the law. So how you're doing a hypocrite thing? Like, when you really need something in perspective with the supernatural stuff that should be hidden, you're having a hissy fit. But you've been writing your son off things that he should be paying for, right? You're not even you barely even dug into why your son was at the library that late. You're not even noticing that your son is literally acting different. Come on, bro. Like, you're about to piss me off. Then you got Malia's mom trying to kill her daughter. Like, she can't win. She got a trash dad and a trash mom. Please. A fucking shame. Anyway, that's my season 5 episode 8 reaction to Teen Wolf. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Teen Wolf reactions. Patreon link below for Charmed, Teen Wolf, 99 Revenge reactions. True links to when I upload. Till next time, make sure you say peace.